What is the power of emotion and why is it important in storytelling? Why should a business owner, a founder, or a service-based business, to be specific, be interested in leveraging the power of emotion? A couple of years ago, I wrote an article where I talked about the power of emotion. So now I want to invite you to read with me as we examine this article on our website. The title is Creating Emotional Connection: How Storytelling Build Client Loyalty. This is on a category that we call business and storytelling. If you just click on that, if you are coming to A Classes for the first time, you will see a series of articles that are in this category. There are many of them. Of course, you can pick any one of your interest to read. But of course, the one that we are focusing attention on just now is this article that I've written a couple of years ago. In case you are wondering, how do you get to A Classes website? It is very simple. Just go to Google and type aclasses.org. If you search, it should actually be the very first one, because we have done a good job of positioning who we are in the market, that if you search, you will be able to find us on the number one search result on Google. So that is also another beauty of being able to leverage the power of your story, put yourself out there so that when people are looking for you, because now you are talking to people, telling them to reach out to you, but when they search for you on Google, can they find you? So that is another important thing of being able to own your story in your business. Now let's return to the article. At its core, emotional connection is about creating bonds that resonate deeply with your audience. Research shows that consumers are more likely to stay loyal to a brand that engages them on an emotional level. Now you might be wondering, what is even the difference between emotion and statistics? When it comes to emotion, it's a powerful instrument that we must learn how to use in our business and in every way that we are communicating to people, because it helps to build the human connection. It helps to detach people from mere statistics, mere data, and connect them at a human level. Of course, mere data, that is not to say that you are not going to need data in your communication. So what is even the difference between statistics and emotion in your communication? Emotion provides a subjective meaning and drive in your communication, whereas statistics provide evidence-based guidance to the person or to the event that you are talking about, so that the people that you are talking to can have something in front of them, something that demonstrate or show to them what you are talking about, like 20%, 10, 5 people, 10 people. But the point is that just 10 people or 30 people or 50 people, depending on what you are talking about, is not enough to be able to make a case when you want to get people on your side. You must be able to layer emotion, because human beings are very complex and our communication are usually in different layers, so that it is not enough to just use emotion or use statistics. You need to be able to use both of them when communicating to people. When you shout on a person, any person at all that you shout on, know that that is a negative energy, because you are transmitting an energy that anybody can understand. What if when you cry, for example, maybe you are telling a story, you are explaining an event. In the course of your explanation, maybe tears roll down your eyes. You don't want to tell me that you need somebody to speak to you in English or in Spanish or in Italian or in Yoruba or in Hausa before you can understand the emotional connection that is taking place there between who is talking and what is being discussed in the conversation. What about when somebody is laughing? Maybe you are saying something at a point, you just started to laugh, or you smile or something like that. All these are different emotions that you can layer in your story. Now, you can't quantify laughter, because you remember just now we're talking about statistics, no? You can't quantify laughter. You can't quantify crying, shedding of tears, or maybe a little smile that you show to the people. Try to illuminate their eyes or their faces. And luckily enough, when you smile to the people, they also smile back to you sometime. When you cry, of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that they will cry, but you can feel that they get involved in your cry because they are listening to you. They are looking at you as a mirror. So whatever you do affects them. This is different from just showing statistics, say 20%. Even though you write 20% and the letter is very big and it even full the screen, it's going to be different from when somebody cries. Because when somebody cry and the people that are looking at you cry, it is impossible that they do not have a reaction inside of them. The same is true when you smile. The same is true when you laugh. All these are emotions that are not quantifiable but have a big effect in the human being, in the people that you are talking to. So while it is important for you to use statistics, it's also important for you to learn how to layer different levels of emotion in your speech, in your communication, because this is how you are able to capture the mind, capture the people that are listening to you, because all of them know what it means to cry. All of them know what it means to smile. All of them also know what it means to laugh. All of them know what it means to be sad. All of them know what it means not to be understood. So if you are able to demonstrate this with the intangible aspect of your communication, which is the emotion, you transfer your energy into them and they will react to you. Imagine what this can mean for you in your pitch, in your business, in your communication. When you are talking to an investor, when you are talking to a client, a prospect, who you want to get involved in your business, who will one day pay for your service. If you can help them understand that you are on the same side of the coin, it becomes easier for you to trade at the end of the day. Now, let's go back to the article that we were reading before. If you go down a little bit on the article, you will read that according to a study by Harvard Business Review, emotionally connected customers are more than twice as valuable as highly satisfied customers. They don't only make more frequent purchases, but are also more likely to spread positive word of mouth. And of course, if you're in business now, you understand the importance of having a satisfied customer, having people who go out of their way to spread positive word of mouth for your business. These are the kind of people that you need. For you to be able to get this kind of people, it requires more than just statistics. It requires having a connection between you and them. Remember what the title of this article is? Having a human connection. Being able to establish a true and genuine connection between you and your audience. And when you do this, the people that you are speaking to, they will then root for you. They will then support you, and they will then want you to succeed. They will then go out of their way to purchase from you, to buy from you, because they believe in you. Why? Because you have affected them. You have affected them emotionally. When you transmit your energy to them at the level of emotion. So if you are in a business, learn how to leverage the power of emotion. That is entirely what this conversation is about. And of course, you can go on and on to read the article, because it's a lengthy article. You can look at the science behind emotional connection. And of course, you can also go on to see the other article that I've linked there, because we have a lot of article here, more than 2,500, like I already said before. This is an article that talks about the power of personal story, creating emotional bond with your audience. That is an article of its own. You can go on and on and on and on and read on your own. And if there is any part of this conversation or this article that makes sense to you, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know which part of the conversation you find more resonating to you in your particular case, because all of us are different. So let me know in the comment section below. Please share also this video with others who might find value from it. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.